Hello, everyone, and welcome back from a long night of entertainment in which none of us gave any slack. And if you missed it, don't you worry, you know I've got more of it in me. Speaking more of, shall we go and begin round 2 of Fool's Forum? Welcome, everybody. Shorter rhyme today, but that's fine. How's everybody doing? Welcome Giggles, welcome Flame, welcome Aztec. How are we today? I'll tell you what, I'm feeling a little sleepy. Welcome Pancrape. Good to see ya. Don't forget to redeem your daily ticket from the Channel Point Redeems. But it's nice to have you here. Anxious as fuck. Why are you doing that? Oh, I did see you got a working charger, by the way, Giggles. Congratulations. But no, I am... I'm still sleepy. I slept in after last night's Overwatch collab, which was still so much fun. Flame, if you're still around, like, again, thank you for organizing that. It was fucking awesome. I had a great time. I think it's because we were up so late. Yeah! Yeah! I slept in, but, you know, alcohol makes me sleepy, so... I'm not hungover or anything. I didn't drink enough for that. Just feeling the, little bit of lethargy, but it's fine. There you go. Happy ticket, Pancrape. Y'all were up at 6 a.m. for me? For me? Well, okay, first of all, did not realize that... oh, thank you for the follow! Welcome to the Fool's Court, officially. I did not realize yesterday that we had streamed for 6.5 hours. Did not know that until I went and looked at my stream summary, and I saw the runtime. I was like, holy fucking shit. Did not realize that it had been 6 hours. Felt more like maybe 3 at best, which is always the sign of a great time. I truly had a fantastic evening. Amazing emotes, thank you. I'm trying to get more. I just gotta find the time to draw them. Oh shit, Giggles. You're beloved today. Wow. I must be feeling quite generous after such an amazing evening. Welcome, Chaotic. But, yeah, after we ended the stream, we were all in call for probably another, like, hour, I think it was. So, I think it was just before midnight when we ended, for me. And then it was like almost 1 a.m., I think, when the call ended afterwards. Easily an hour, yeah. But it was so much fun. I love hanging out with my friends and playing Vtubers. But it was great. And then I got to sleep in. So, yeah, it was awesome. I almost, just because I'm feeling so sleepy, I almost moved Fool's Forum to tomorrow, but did not do that. Because I'm just chatting today. It's very, you know, calm, casual. If all I'm doing is yapping into the microphone, I don't really need to reschedule it. I can just chill. Had some whimsical pasta? Hell yeah. How can you describe its whimsy? What made it so much more whimsical than just normal pasta? Was it in a fun shape? I love pasta with fun shapes. I don't know the names of all the shapes, but I do love me some fun-shaped pasta. Oh, shaped like little stars? I love that shit. Welcome, Glacial! Welcome, Irma! Forgive me, fool, I never... oh my... I've been betrayed. Irma! No! But welcome to the court. Officially. I am following you, right? I should be. Now I gotta check. Okay, I am. Okay, just had to be sure. How's it hanging, silly fella? A little to the left. Which is what we're going to be playing this Saturday, by the way. But no, I'm good. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm excellent, Irma. Thank you. How is that possible? I don't know. Things get away from you. Who was it that I thought I was following for the longest time? And I wasn't. I think... Who was it? Honestly, I think it was Benji. Because I'd raided into Benji a few times. And then I went and looked and I was like, oh fuck, I'm not actually following. But, which I discovered offline, so... That was, you know... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Benji. Also, welcome, Gray! I'll redeem myself. I believe in you. I also got a $10 hair smoothie. Oh, $10 smoothie. Haha! That was a medium size. That seems like a lot for a smoothie. Maybe. I don't go buy smoothies. I'll, like, buy the ingredients, and I'll make a smoothie at home. I'm just so picky with my smoothies. Preparing to crowbar someone? Ooh, that'll be fun. Enjoy. Get an extra whack in for me. There's a lot of people I have to check if I follow. Fair, fair. Whoa! My king! Welcome, Chimera. Good morning. It was bigger than my face for a medium? You got American-sized smoothies. I haven't had a smoothie in a hot minute. I think it's been like a month, actually. Which maybe doesn't seem like a hot minute for some people, but when it gets hot, I, like, tend to just make smoothies every single day. Which is why I buy the ingredients instead of go and pay, like, 10 bucks a day for a smoothie. I'll just spend $20 once a week and get a week's worth of smoothies out of it. Whoa! 7 stream streak! That's like once every day, almost. But yes, good morning, Chimera. I hope you slept well. You sounded really sleepy when you left the call last night. So I hope you're well rested. What's everyone's favorite smoothie? I'm like daydreaming about fruit now. It was from Planet Fitness, and the only smoothie place near me that speaks English. Oh, okay. I didn't know Planet Fitness did smoothies. Planet Smoothie? Okay, then maybe not Planet Fitness. Planet Smoothie. This is like Pizza Planet from Toy Story. I fucked up. You're good. You're good. Panera Strawberry Banana Smoothie. It's so bad for you, but it's so good. How's it bad? Does it have a lot of sugar in it? I'm gonna go look it up. Aw, my mic was in the way. My boom, I need to replace my boom. It's kinda... It's not where it needs to be. What was it? Strawberry banana smoothie. Panera. Ingredients. Let's see. I'm gonna go look. I'm all good now. Good. I'm glad. See all ingredients. How much sugar is in this bitch? 36 grams of sugars! Is it from the fruit, or is it like additive sugar though? Oh, it's from all the juice. That's not so bad, I guess. Could be worse. Welcome, Coda! That is a lot of sugar, though. A cranberry peanut butter smoothie that I made once. Cranberry peanut butter? Call me a picky eater, but that does not sound delicious. But, I mean, then again, I'm not really a big peanut butter fan. That's my one cancelable opinion. People like to fight over whether or not pineapple on pizza is good, but I think peanut butter is disgusting. Ah! My liege! Thank you for the bits. I don't know why there was no sound to accompany that. Now I gotta go check my alerts. Everyone stand by. I guess that would explain why I didn't hear anything last night. When... Because who was it? Max redeemed some bits. Who else did? Max did twice. Puddles also cheered. Let's see, visuals and sound. Oh, well, it's because my bits notifications were at 0%. Which is now no longer the case. Anyway. Thanks for the bits, my liege. Much appreciated as always. I hate peanut butter. Thank God! Someone who understands. I used to be allergic to it. You can grow out of the allergy. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of... Like, okay. I'll eat peanut butter when it has to be like the thinnest amount of peanut butter in the whole wide world. I don't mind the taste of it when it's that small. But when you like fucking shove a scoop, a dollop of peanut butter, then the flavor, because it's too much of it all at once, and I cannot stand that. So like, you know, peanut butter protein bars, or like peanut like filling in donuts or whatever. Disgusting. Absolutely gross. Can't do it. You kind of come to love peanut butter when it's the only form of it you can have? I guess so. I said this, earlier this week? I like sunflower butter. Sunflower butter's fucking delicious. I'd eat a spoonful of peanut for a penny. Maybe I don't like peanuts because... Maybe I don't like peanuts. I do love peanuts. I'm homosexual. But maybe I don't like peanuts because I'm not a nut person. I like peanut flavors. Peanut M&Ms or cookies with chocolate. Can handle, but overwhelming peanut taste is rough. I agree. Relatively calm fish, welcome! Don't forget your ticket. I'm the #1 peanut butter sandwich eater, but I hate peanuts. Okay, that's fair. It's different, like, a peanut is different from peanut butter. You know what I mean? Welcome, Kinley! Oh, I need to scroll back up. See who's redeeming their tickets. Yeah, to you. Peanut butter, penis butter. Don't fold. Join the peanut butter hater club. A vixen. Violet. Vibes. I said that out of order. Welcome by. Good morning or afternoon or evening to everyone just coming in. How do we feel about peanut butter to you people who just got here? I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. But it's the flavor. It might, after a certain amount, it might become the texture, because I'm also not a fan of Nutella. For a very similar reason. I don't like nuts. That doesn't even have to do with my asexualness. Mine either. Skippy, creamy peanut butter, my beloved. I see. With the moaning and everything. Kinley loves peanut butter. You know, Kinley, you... Tell me if I'm wrong. You seem like the kind of person who would like slather themselves in peanut butter, like if you at the earliest opportunity. Like, yeah. See, clocked. Oh, someone's princess? Oh, Kinley's princess. You'll follow me, princess. I used to get big scoops of peanut butter on a spoon and lick it like popsicle as a kid. Ew! Peanut butter do be pretty good. Disagree. I was actually the peanut butter baby in the Vine video. See? I knew it. I knew it. My best friend in the whole world is a huge fan of peanut butter as well, though. And he'd make fun of me. Welcome, Galazy Boop Boop. Welcome, Panda. Happy ticket. So many goofballs right now. It's nice to see you all. I just burst out laughing at this. I'm so glad. Do we have any jelly haters? Speaking of peanut butter. How we feel about jelly? I don't think I've seen such staunch opinions about jelly. So let's mix up the conversation a bit. I also unashamedly recommend you to my IRL friends. You're so nice. Ayo, pause. I'm paused. Depends on the jelly. Interesting. Interesting. Like the flavor? Or like the consistency? Jude the dude! Welcome. I don't like jelly because that texture I don't like. Fair, fair. I'm more of a lemon curd kind of clown. I don't think I've ever had any kind of curd, which is such an ugly word. Plain peanut butter sandwich is 4 times greater than any PB&J. I do like a plain peanut butter sandwich. I will agree. Sometimes the jelly is nice. I like strawberry jelly. But again, it's gotta be like real thin. Because like jelly, it's like, it's slippery in a different way from peanut butter. So like you slap one side of the jelly bread to the other side of the peanut butter bread. And if there's too much of it, then you just get like a fucking slip and slide of horrors. And it's disgusting. And it can get really goopy and really and just really, really soggy and disgusting really fast. Blackberry jelly? Ooh. Peanut butter and butter sandwiches? I've never heard of such a thing. Hazelnut spread? Not a fan of hazelnut. They're making out. They're having sloppy makeouts in my chat. When's National Yuri Day? We had International Yuri Day. We had International Yowie Day on the 1st. When's Yuri Day? The food of the poor when younger. Isn't like, what is it? Like cinnamon toast considered like a food of the poor? I love that shit. Toasted piece of bread with some butter and cinnamon sugar on top. Heavenly. But apparently it's considered like a poor person's food. June 25th, we missed it! Oh. I'm so sorry, lesbians. My sibling makes a peanut butter Nutella sandwich every now and then. I do not like Nutella. I think it smells gross and tastes even more gross. But again, I don't like nuts. I don't like most food, in case that's... in case we're confused. And in case we're not picking it up. I don't like food very much. Gonna have to try it. Godspeed, fish. I also don't like Nutella, thank goodness. Finally, some cultured fucking people in this chat. I'm kidding. You're all lovely.
Just step on me as hard as you can.
Ah. You got it, Panda. Ask and you shall receive. Alright. Here we go. Let's see. Where are ya? Hey, say something for me, friend. So I can step on you. There it is. Here, let me make my shoes a little more steppable. Yes. Mm-hmm. I also love that you put Adonis in the front. He deserves it. I love food. I wish I liked food. What do you mean cinnamon sugar toast is poor people food? That shit's fire. Isn't it? Yeah, I heard somewhere that it was like a poor person's dessert. And I was like, whatever, bro. Sounds like you've never had cinnamon toast. It's delicious. Sugar, cinnamon, butter, toast, my beloved. Exactly, you understand. I feel like we all understand, but we did grow up poor, so that makes sense. Dude, when I need, because I forget to eat a lot. So, there's periods that I go through where, like, I just severely undereat. Not on purpose. I just, like, forget. I get negligent. And then it just kind of hits all at once. And then I need to have, like, a day of gluttonous indulgence. And days like that, I'll be like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna eat, like, half a loaf worth of bread, and it's all gonna be cinnamon sugar toast. And it does the trick. It fuels me, it replenishes my sugars, my fats, my carbs. All the good stuff that you need to live. It's so tasty. Frosted Flakes are the ace rep of food. Wouldn't that be Corn Flakes, though? Because there's that one... I don't know if it's true or not. There's that one thing going around. You see it every now and again that pops up online, where, like, the inventor of Corn Flakes allegedly created Corn Flakes to suppress people's sexual desires. I don't know if it's real, though, or not. Cinnamon is so fancy. I love cinnamon. Did you know, fun fact, I'm full of fun facts. Did you know that cinnamon is one of the most counterfeited foods in the world? Because you can just, like, fake cinnamon to a degree. So, like, actual real cinnamon is more expensive than, like, the shit you get at the dollar store, because the dollar store stuff is, like, split with other shit that kind of sort of tastes like cinnamon, but isn't actually cinnamon. As a huge cornflake eater, it does not work. Thank you for confirming, Fish. It is true? Oh, confirmed. I did know about the wasabi thing. The wasabi thing. Do share. You can say that's true as a doctor and a researcher. Okay. Peer-reviewed. Parmesan cheese is also something that's very, counterfeit. And olive oil, actually. I love Parmesan cheese. It's so yummy. I will go out of my way to pay, like, for expensive, proper Parmesan, like, real Parmesan cheese. I will pay the extra money because I know it's delicious. Same with olive oil. A lot of mainstream wasabi is actually horseradish because it goes bad so fast. Oh. I've had Italian olive oil. It's okay. I love olive oil. I use olive oil in fucking everything. I probably shouldn't because it's more expensive than like vegetable oil, but it's so yummy. Also, yogurt was made to build around the lie about weight loss, was it? It only happened because people had excess of it back then, and Merch decided to run with that story? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I didn't know that about yogurt. And Listerine is bad for the mouth too. That's a big corp lie. I'm not a mouthwash person, which seems to be an unpopular thing. I brush my teeth, and I think that's fine. I brush my teeth sometimes 3 times a day, depending on how nasty they feel. If I have like a sugary lunch or something, and my teeth start to feel that way, I'll just go brush my teeth again. And I floss. I don't do mouthwash though. It hurts, I feel I need to go to the dentist. I feel like I've got, like, I think I gotta get like a filling or something, because a couple of my teeth hurt a lot. And they really shouldn't, and mouthwash just makes it worse. Olive oil is my default cooking oil because yummy. Exactly. It's so tasty. I love fats in my food. Give me butter, give me oil. So much of it. Listerine has chemicals made to scrub clean operation rooms, which wasn't even used too often, so they sold it like mouthwash. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I'm learning the Listerine lore. Well, cool. Now I've got that in my back pocket for if it ever comes up. That's crazy. Companies can just do whatever. My phone's trying to connect to the downstairs Wi-Fi. Stop it! Cease. Cease and desist. Oh, speaking of, if anyone recalls when I first started streaming Lies of P, I found out that my iPhone, the battery was starting to expand, so I needed to get a new one. And I did buy a new one. But, you guys will be absolutely stoked to know that I haven't been using it. and this battery, it just keeps getting bigger. Slowly but surely, but it's probably why I've been having so many capture problems lately. I was stuttering a lot last night during Overwatch. Probably because of the swollen battery. Not the best. Oh, thank you for the alert, Chaotic. But, I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and start using the new iPhone. I didn't want to, because I was like, well, I'll just get as much life out of this old one as I possibly can before it explodes and causes a fire in my home. But I think we're kind of reaching a point where I don't have an option. I don't want it to get dangerous. Five-minute crafts is part of the Russian mafia. I don't know what that is. There's so many 5-minute crafts type things. Well, allegedly, anyway. Do y'all remember when a bunch of spies, a bunch of international spies, tried to infiltrate Tumblr.com to create a bunch of, like, voter suppression and like, what is it? Voter suppression tactics, and, like, create divides between parties, and they tried to do it on Tumblr. And the site was overrun with people trying, like, with fucking spies trying to influence an election. It was crazy, dude. I can imagine that flopped. You'd be surprised. There was a huge purge of users when it found out, and everyone was like, well, make sure that when you go see, when people post political takes, go research their profile. Because they could be a spy. And thousands of users were found out to have been part of this fucking Tumblr voter suppression thing. Which is so funny. You go to Tumblr of all places. Everyone left after the porn ban. Why are you here? Tumblr, the anti-social platform. I love Tumblr. That's where I get all my memes. And where everyone else gets all their fucking memes. Every meme that I have seen is just homegrown naturally on Tumblr.com, and then like an hour later, you'll find it on Twitter, copied by like 17 people. And then it's on Instagram, copied by another 35 people. And then a week later, it's on TikTok, and TikTok pretends like they invented it. And that's the circle of life. Eventually, it'll go to Facebook, too, but only after you forget about it. Tumblr's like the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? In what way? There's so much about Willy Wonka. Speaking of Willy Wonka, that'd be a fun movie to watch for like a Discord movie night. The original Willy Wonka. I'm not talking about this newfangled nonsense. The one with Gene Wilder. The classic Willy Wonka. Wacky, but original. I see. I still gotta organize a Discord movie night. Maybe I should create like a poll or something. Heck yeah, Gene Wilder. Hell yeah! Another cultured moment from Panda. But yeah, I still want to do the Discord movie nights. It's just difficult to find, like, a day that works out, especially lately. I probably wouldn't do it more than once a month, though. Once a month seems like it'd be a good amount. Certainly couldn't do it every week. And every other week, I feel like if I tried to do community movie night every other week, that I would inevitably, like, I'd end up rescheduling it. So I think once a month is a safe bet. Gene Wilder is the best one in my opinion, I agree. Always can rely on Fool to have good taste. Thank you! Thank you. That means a lot to me. I should write down what movies I want to do for movie night. I know I definitely want to do... The first one is still going to be Repo the Genetic Opera. Like, fully. That is the first one that we're doing. And I'd like to do the Pirates movies. Except Stranger Tides, because that one's ass. What else would I want to do? Obviously, Willy Wonka's on the list now. What other movies would I want to do that aren't going to be, like, too off-putting? What movies do I watch all the time? Ooh, Interview with the Vampire. That'd be a good one. I fucking love that movie. Fun fact, there's a podcast on Spotify of these guys reading My Immortal. There's so many people who've read My Immortal. The ancient texts. The timeless texts that shaped a generation. sounded a bit like a surfer when I said that. That was not the accent that I was going for originally. Well, anyway, I'm running out of things to talk about. Quickly, someone say something. I think once before your stream, I did Pirates of the Caribbean Marathon. I watch those movies fucking constantly. Sometimes on days where I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna bang out some art today. And like, that's the goal, that's the only thing I have to do, that is the lone task of the day. I will put the core trilogy on as my background noise, and I'll watch all 3 of them in a single day. And I do that a lot. Do you have any pets? Yes! I have 1 dog. I have a 13-year-old Pomeranian named Luna, who is currently passed out on the bed behind me. At the moment, I'm also, I'm staying at my sister's for the next month, and she's got 2 cats. So, like, they, like, half count, because I'm living with them at the moment, but me personally, I just have the dog. She's lovely. She's stinky, though. She has horrible dental disease. She's lost most of her teeth. But, you know, she's, like, geriatric, so... just elderly dog things. Little senior doggy. Yeah, she's getting up there. She's still fucking spry as anything, though. She runs, she jumps, she barks and plays, like... you'd never guess that she was so old. I wish I could have a pet, but alas, I have my algae. Do you have one of those, oh, what are they called? One of those, is it like one of those moss balls? I don't remember what they called. It starts with an M, I think. I don't remember. Marimos, yes, Marimos. Is it one of those? I'd love to have a fish tank. Truth be told. I love fish. That's a lot of water, though. I'd have to plan for a fucking fish tank. Yeah, hell yeah. That's cool, though. Those are interesting creatures. You love fish? Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. Who doesn't love fish? The container they came in broke, so I have them in Tupperware. I see. Whatever works for the time being, anyway. Yeah, when I was young, we used to have a fish tank. We had an octopus and we had a lionfish. And some other fish. It wasn't just the 2 of them. Yeah, one of my earliest memories, I don't even know how old I was. I know I was younger than, like, 4. Very young. I might have even been, like, 3 or so. One of my earliest memories was, my dad was cleaning out, you know, he's cleaning the fish tank. And he had his eye on the lionfish, because he was like, that thing's a fucking asshole. So he was watching the lionfish to make sure that he wasn't gonna, you know, get poked, or if it wasn't gonna be aggressive towards him or whatever. And he was so busy watching the lionfish that he ended up spooking the octopus on accident. And it wrapped around his entire forearm, and it scared the shit out of him. So he, like, pulled his hand out of the tank, and, you know, purely reacting, he like threw his arm to the side, and the octopus slid off, collided with the wall, and there was a huge ink splatter on the wall. And I remember, like, the tumultuousness of, like, the entire situation. That's the core of my memory. And I was told, and I peeked out from behind the wall, and my dad had pulled the tank away from the wall and was, like, frantically looking for the octopus on the floor. Like, so that's what I remember. I took a peek, but I was a very well-behaved child. So I was told to just not go in the living room, so I peeked, and I was like, okay, I listened, so I wasn't gonna go in the living room. I wasn't gonna get in the way. So I went and did something else. I think the octopus died. But, we had the lionfish for years. That's an original experience. Lionfish are pretty. They're so pretty. Better than my first memory, which is being in the hospital for stitches. I have memories that are earlier than the octopus. Yeah, my earliest memory was I was under 2 years old. I was almost 2, but I definitely was not yet. I was probably a year and maybe 10 months, maybe 11 months, something like that. I was almost 2 years old, but not quite. Damn, I was 4. I was so sentient and aware of things early on. My memory is like that of a pea. It depends on the thing for me. My memory is usually pretty okay. But other times, it's memory of a dying goldfish, so. Oh, I'm having a latency issue. Please recover, bitrate. Don't do that to me. There you go. Come back. Okay. We're good. Awesome. Out of the bitrate woods. That was scary. I almost lost connection to stream just now. Glad I didn't, though. I think I'm only gonna go for like another, like, 15 minutes or so? 15, 20 minutes? Something like that. Since I'm just yapping today. Speaking of yapping today, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I know it's a little bit early to be like, here's what I'm doing for the rest of the week. But I'm not streaming tomorrow. I wasn't supposed to stream yesterday either, and I just kind of decided to, on a whim. But again, yesterday was so fun. I had an incredible amount of joy yesterday. But four streams in a row? Haven't done that. Haven't done 4 days of streaming in a row in a very long time. So I will be taking tomorrow off to rest. Low-key nervous for my AP class. Bro, fuck AP classes. Fuck AP classes. I remember when I was in Jester High School, there was a year where my schedule just kept on getting fucked up. I think I had like 4 schedule changes in the first like month of school. It was ridiculous. And my English teacher came to me and she was like, hey, all our assignments seem like really easy for you. Do you want to switch to the AP class? And she was like, well, you'd have to change your schedule if you wanted the AP class because it's a different period. And I was like, And I'd had this teacher, she and I were familiar with each other before this already. So she, you know, just pretty good terms and very informal with this teacher, you could say. And I was like, okay, well, maybe because it's kind of fucking boring just getting everything, like, not really having to... It was just really easy. And when it's really easy, it was kind of boring. So she clocked it and was like, hey, do you want to go to the AP class? Because it's just more advanced. And I was like, well, what's the difference between normal English class and AP English class? And she, like, kind of looked at me and she was like, well, you have more homework. She's like, it's more homework and, like, you have to write more papers as part of your more homework. And you'd have to switch your schedule around again. And I was like, yeah, no thank you. Like, I don't want to do all that shit. And she was like, okay, cool. I didn't need more homework. I hated homework. I mean, I guess AP classes look good. In theory, I guess. I don't know anything. I also wasn't interested in going to college. I went to college for 2 semesters and dropped out because I was like, actually, fuck this. So unless you plan to go to, like, school for your entire, you know, young adult life, which don't do that. And, like, fuck AP classes. I am not doing all that. Writing papers is fun. I once wrote a almost 1,500 word paper about isolation and connection. I always liked writing papers and essays. I was really good at it. When I was in college, I was going for animation, and I had to write an essay about, because people often credit, like, Walt Disney and the Disney, you know, company for doing animation first, and that's just historically inaccurate, right? The very first significant animated picture was something called Gertie the Dinosaur, and I had to write an essay on Gertie the Dinosaur, and just, like, the influence of it, just in the history of it, just, I had to write an essay about it, and I dilly-dallied. The entire time, I dilly-dallied. And then it was due the next day at, like, 8 a.m., because it was a really early class. 8:30 class. And I hadn't started it. So I get home after a day of full classes on, like, fucking Tuesday or whatever. And I was like, I have an essay due in the morning that I haven't done any real research for. So I did some research and I just banged out a paper in a couple hours, and then I turned it in, printed it, like, the morning of. I went to the computer lab on my way to the class, printed out my essay, turned it in, I got the highest grade in the class. I was like, cool, awesome. And that's just kind of how my essay writing experience for my entire school career was like. BS the paper. Oh, I wasn't bullshitting. I just kind of, like, I went and I researched Gertie the Dinosaur, and I was like, cool, I now have all the information I need, and then just, like, fucking wrote something. I've always been good at writing. So I did research it, I just didn't spend, like, 3 fucking weeks doing it. There wasn't even 3 weeks worth of research to do. But no, I've always been good like that academically. I don't know how to study. Which sounds ridiculous, I guess. But I've never really needed to. Because it's like, I understand the material. So, like, I read it and I get it already. The only studying that I would ever do, it's like, okay, I have to make sure I know the definitions of these vocabulary words, but I was a well-read kid, so I kind of already knew what the words meant, and I just needed a quick refresher, but I didn't have to, like... I didn't really know how to take notes for a very long time, didn't know how to study in a way that mattered, because I just didn't need to. I guess it's just studying from an outsider's perspective seems like... How do I even articulate it? Studying seems like deliberate memorization designed to only last until I pass the test. And that's not learning anything. But that's what studying seems like, just temporary memorization. It's probably why I dislike certain history topics in school, because it takes forever. Maybe. I'll tell you what, if I was gonna go to school for anything, which I won't, I would go for, I'd love to be an Assyriologist. Become, you know, a scholar of the history of the ancient Middle East. I'm obsessed with ancient Mesopotamia. But I'm not gonna go through all that shit. There's also only like 2 schools in the entire United States that teach the necessary courses, so I'd have to move out of the state. And I'm not fucking going through all that. I have to take US history this upcoming school year. Have fun! Derogatory. But no, history's important. I don't mind history class. I do wish that history classes... I understand that there's like a curriculum to follow and everything, but I kind of wish that history classes were more in-depth with their lessons, but I understand why it's not. You've got specializations for that beyond high school. A general knowledge of history is how they tend to approach it in school. But can't they make it more interesting? Interesting how? Because it's just like... It's just a presentation of... Well, it's a presentation, not the presentation. It's a presentation of events that happened. So, like, there's only so much that you can make interesting about it. I guess it's just, like, you kind of gotta find... I think the interest is up to you. Probably. Ad break is starting soon. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Snoozed. Don't listen to Saribot. They're lying to you. But yeah, I think history classes really just relies on you finding a reason to be invested in it. Unless it's like the lesson plan itself is just repetitive and boring. Making it easier to learn because they just do lectures. Oh, see, I love lectures, though. I love lectures. I prefer to learn history as a lecture. I fucking love lectures. Speaking of lectures, I would like to, at some point, I think I mentioned this last week, or actually, I would like to put together a lecture about the history of jesters and clowns and similar fools throughout history. I'd like to do that. Give a history lesson in the form of a lecture. Put together a slideshow. Do that whole thing. I don't know when I would do that. I have not... I haven't really started to do any research on it. But it is something that I've thought about doing. I think it would be really fun. We could all learn about the history of fools together! The lesson plan is so repetitive. Science is fun for lectures, but give me... Oh, interactive history lesson. I see, I see. Yeah, I'm fine just listening to a history lecture. I do very poorly with, like, textbook and worksheet learning with history because it feels like it's temporary memorization versus lectures seem a lot more targeted in what they're talking about. And, yeah, and if you get the right teacher, because it also does rely on the right teacher. If you get the right history teacher, the lecture can be very engaging to listen to. But if you have a shit teacher, then everything just kind of goes out the window. Which is unfortunate. But no, everyone has their different, you know, different ways to learn the best. Maybe after I'm done with stream. I have a playlist saved of all of my favorite lectures from, about Mesopotamia. Maybe I'll just go put my playlist on instead of Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll go listen to a lecture about the importance of barley trade. in fucking the Assyrian Empire. And I'll draw and I'll be like, ooh, barley. I've dove briefly into the history of some of them, because I recently got interested into Commedia dell'arte. Yeah, it'd be fun. A lot of, most of the influence that lasts today about, like, jesters, fools, clowns, and all that comes from that. So it'd be interesting to do a, But, like, there were always jesters and clowns and fool and stuff. Hey, fool, is there any cleaning that needs to be done? What on earth do you mean? Also, welcome, Star. Any cleaning that needs to be done? Oh, my battery's low. I guess I'll plug that in. I mean, my floor's a little bit... My floor is a little dusty. Where the fuck is the end of my charger? Here it is. I got you. You're rapidly approaching my location. Okay, my phone's plugged in. Thank you, Star. Cleaning up the mess. I don't want an incoming ad break. Twitch, leave me alone. Snooze. We've only got one more snooze. I'm just the janitor. You deserve a raise. Like in Rome, a lot of the brothels had phalluses leading on the road to the actual brothel. Or brothel. Yes, correct. I don't know, Roman history doesn't really tick the boxes for me. Like, it's cool and formative, but because Rome, modern civilization, was kind of based on what the English thought of the Romans, and what the Romans thought of the Greeks, and what the Greeks thought of the Assyrians, and the Sumerians, and the Mesopotamians. And also the Egyptians a little bit. I'm like 500 points away from Valley Girl. I don't know what to do with that. Well, hold on to it, because I'm gonna be ending here soon. You can save it for next time. Thank you for the lurk, Chaotic. We need more games about ancient Mesopotamia. Okay, to be specific, we need more games about ancient Mesopotamia that are not fucking strategy games. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days I'll just light a fire under my ass and make my own video game about Mesopotamia. I have a baller idea. Am I gonna say it though? No, because I don't want it to be stolen. There's an island in southern Italy called Capri where it's believed that Odysseus met the sirens. That's cool. That's neat. I would love to go to the ruins of the Great Wall of Uruk in Iraq, but it's heavily you can't go to it. Like, the military is stationed there to make sure that people do not approach the ruins because of how precious they are. You can't just fucking go there. Which, good. I'd love to see them, but, like, if I can't, that's fine, because it just means it's being preserved better. Unlike places like Pompeii. So many people visit Pompeii. It, like, actively is eroding it super, super fast. And it makes me not want to visit. Same with the pyramids, but I honestly feel like I could just not see the pyramids and totally live life fine. That'd be okay. I'd rather go to a museum in Egypt rather than, like, go tour the pyramids or something. I like museums. There's actually... There's a museum near me has some mummies on exhibit through the month of September, and my sister and I are trying to book a date to go see them. Because it'd be really fucking cool. And there's mummies from, like, all over the world. There's Peruvian mummies. There's, like, 2 Egyptian mummies. A Bolivian mummy. I think there's even an English mummy. I've been to its sister location, Herculaneum. I'd love to go to Herculaneum. I think I would prefer Herculaneum instead of Pompeii. Just because people forget about Herculaneum. It was the same disaster, just like, you know. Same circumstances, it was just Pompeii was hit first and worse. It's a decent walk. Good thing I love walking. But anyway, I just snoozed the last ad, so we've got like less than 5 minutes to conclude this lovely Fool's Forum. I guess now's a good time to go over my schedule, like, for real, for real. Here, let me scoop myself over a little bit. And bring this up again. Ooh-hoo-hoo. So, like I said earlier, I am not streaming tomorrow, which is Friday. I will be taking a break. And on Saturday, at 12 p.m. PST, or 3 p.m. EST, or 7 p.m. GMT, or 4 a.m. JST. I'm gonna play a little to the left for the first time, because I've never played it before. It's... What even is it? Some kind of, like, puzzle organization type? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I've never played it before, so I'll do that on Saturday. That'll be a lot of fun, I think. Or 9 p.m. CEST. Indeed. Thank you so much. It's a struggle to find out what kind of, which time zones to put on us. There's just simply so many time zones. But yeah, do a conversion. If your specific time zone is not listed on my schedule, I could only fit 3. But yeah, little to the left on Saturday. And that's the next time you'll see Lil ol' me. But let's see if there's anybody around to raid into, shall we? Oh yeah, everybody, if you would like to see your wackiness, your silliness, or your jolliness, or your status, type those words into the chat to get your percentages. Jolly, silly, wacky, and status. Meanwhile, 95% jolly, hell yeah! I gotta move my mic out of the way. Here. That's not how you spell that. Oh, am I having a bitrate issue again? Or is Twitch just being fucking stupid? Hold on. Oh, Twitch is just being, haha, stupid. Okay. If you have a subscription, here is your raid message. If you do not, fear not, because here is another one for you. Yippee. Copy whichever message you would like, my dear goofballs. And I'm gonna see if there's someone to send. I should have checked to see if there was anyone live right now. Before putting the messages in the chat, but it's fine. I'm sure there's plenty of folks around right now. Oh, there's Kinley. There's, oh, Flame. Let's see. Lysander. Let's see. Let's go to... Let's go to Kinley. Because Flame's in the middle of like a story game. I don't want people to like be spoiled on accident. After the stream ends, I'm gonna go to sleep. Excellent, excellent. Well, let's go say hi to Kinley. She's gonna be playing the skin stapler, which sounds super fun and sexy and sensual. Alright. Well, everybody, I will see you next time. It has been a joy, as always. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your evening, your morning, even. Happy time zone, everybody. I will see you on Saturday for a little to the left. Go give your love to Kinley. And if you're not already following her, you totally should. She's a joy and a blast. Bye-bye, everybody. See you on Saturday.